Mercedes-Benz has built many legendary sports cars over the years, from the famous 1928 SSK to the classic 1954 300 SL Gullwing. But the all-new SLK 230 is possibly the most innovative of them all. The thing that sets the SLK apart from rival sports cars is that it's both a coupe and a convertible, thanks to a unique steel roof that cleverly folds and retracts into the trunk in just 25 seconds at the touch of a button. Even with the roof folded, there's still plenty of room in the trunk, making this very much a one-of-a-kind Sportster. A car for all seasons and all reasons, as Mercedes describes it. The compact SLK is powered by a supercharged 2.3-liter twin-cam four-cylinder that develops 193 horsepower, giving the lightweight car snappy acceleration at a top speed that's up with the best in its class. With its sophisticated all-independent suspension, the SLK is a nimble performer on winding roads. Safety was a major design parameter right from the start, and the SLK incorporates dual integrated rollover bars, front and side airbags, and a very rugged body structure. The SLK cleverly took styling cues from those great Mercedes sports cars of the past with its long hood and short trunk. The twin power domes on the hood are a tribute to the legendary 300 SL, and the interior combines wonderfully retro instruments and controls with advanced engineering design. When the designers at BMW first penned the Z3 Roadster, they were determined to capture the essence of open-air sports cars of years gone by while incorporating every current technical refinement. The Z3 2.8 puts out over 190 horsepower and provides substantial torque in every gear, just what BMW enthusiasts expect. BMW's inline sixes are famed for their silky response, and the one under the long hood of the Z3 2.8 is no exception. To accommodate the 2.8's power gains over its four-cylinder stablemate, the upgraded Z3 has a wider rear track with more muscular bodywork to match. Fully independent suspension provides the agile handling reflexes BMWs are famed for, and anti-lock disc brakes all round take care of stopping chores. In the cockpit, everything is easy to reach from the hip-hugging driver's seat. BMW built its first car, a tiny sedan called the Dixie, in 1928, after gaining a solid reputation for many years in the aero engine field. Great BMW roadsters of the past include the beautiful 507 of 1955 and the innovative and powerful Z1. The Z3 2.8 continues a great tradition few rivals can match. The original Camaro debuted in 1966 at the height of the muscle car era. Auto buffs loved the car, but wanted more performance, and Chevrolet gave it to them in the form of the more powerful Z28 in 1967. The first year a Camaro paced the Indy 500. The Z28 has always been the most desirable of the Camaro line, and year by year they've become faster and more agile. The current Z28 benefits from range-wide styling changes introduced on the Camaro for 1998. The long hood is sleeker than ever, and enthusiasts agree that the car has never looked better. It's never performed better either, and the lusty 5.7-liter, 305 horsepower V8 provides the kind of get-up-and-go Camaro fans expect. Available handling upgrades can create a Z28 that's even faster through the curves than the standard car. Basic transmission is a 5-speed manual, but a 6-speed is available as an option for even sportier driving. Z28 buyers can choose coupe or convertible versions, or opt for a T-bar roof with removable tinted panels. Safety highlights include big anti-lock disc brakes all round and dual airbags. Interior appointments for the Z28 include full instrumentation, complete with tachometer and 155 mph speedometer. Just about everything that can be powered is powered. This ultimate Camaro didn't happen by chance. The engineers and designers at Chevrolet have more than 30 years of tradition to draw on. It was back in the muscle car performance-crazed late 60s that Pontiac launched its first Firebird. Enthusiasts were hungry for even more muscle, and high-performance versions quickly followed. The muscle car lives today with Firebird's top-of-the-line brawny WS6 Ram Air. With its twin functional hood scoops, performance handling package, and highly polished 17-inch alloy wheels with wide road-hugging tires. No muscle car would be worth its name without a potent power plant, and the Firebird delivers. Under its sculptured hood sits a 5.7-liter V8, developing a hefty 305 horsepower, enough to give the car lightning acceleration, 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds. High-performance handling is assured with the fully integrated traction control system and hefty 4-wheel disc brakes. The gauges mean business, just like the rest of the car. White on black by day and glowing red at night. They keep the driver informed. The result is a uniquely powerful modern-day muscle car that boasts performance, handling, dramatic styling, and safety for the 21st century. The muscle car lives. A colorful history that dates back to 1913 lies behind Aston Martin's fast and luxurious DB7. Aston Martin has always been famed for its unique ability to combine high levels of performance with the ultimate in luxury and refinement. And that's what the DB7 is all about. The sleek and sensuous sports car, available as either a 2+2 coupe or convertible, is virtually hand-built and uses a supercharged 3.2-liter, 335 horsepower all-alloy twin-cam 6-cylinder engine to provide lightning acceleration and a formidable top speed. Nimble handling is aided by race car-style fully independent suspension. Other high-technology equipment comes with help from parent company Ford, which also provides Aston with wide-ranging research and development backup. Aston Martin's expertise in creating high-performance automobiles draws on decades of race-winning cars, with a Le Mans 24-hour victory and World Sports Car Championship the greatest achievements. The opulent DB7 is superbly trimmed in the finest Connolly leather, and buyers can even choose a complete set of fitted luggage embossed with the elegant Aston Martin winged logo. In over 85 years, Aston Martin has built little else but premium sports cars, and the tradition continues. Jaguar's sinuous XKR sports car has won worldwide praise for both looks and performance since its launch, but the famed British automaker is not resting on its laurels. The new XKR boosts performance to even higher levels by adding a supercharger to the ultra-refined 4-liter V8 XK power unit. Mated to a computer-controlled 5-speed automatic transmission, the upgraded engine produces outstanding throttle response and performance greater than its stablemate. The XKR is a natural descendant of the legendary E-Type sports car of the 1960s and 70s and is proving a worthy successor. The XKR borrows styling cues from the E-Type while adding every possible modern engineering refinement. Jaguars have always combined luxury with performance, a tradition that goes back to the firm's first serious sports car, the SS100 of 1936. The XKR gives owners that uniquely British combination of carefully selected handcrafted walnut veneers for interior accenting and top-quality leathers for seating and trim. The XKR is a race-bred car, drawing on Jaguar's historic race victories at Le Mans, Monza, Brands Hatch, and many other famous circuits around the world. You can spot an XKR by its bonnet louvers, boot lid spoiler, and unique 18-inch wheels. But none of these additions detract from the pure grace and style of this elegant new Jaguar. Viewed by auto experts as the ultimate executive express, The BMW M5 offers a unique combination of high performance, superb comfort, and outstanding refinement. With its sports car-like response and handling, the M5 continues a BMW tradition of excellence that goes back to 1928, when the German company branched out into auto manufacturing after building a worldwide reputation in the aircraft engine industry. The M5 was developed and engineered by the M division of BMW and draws on racing experience that includes wins on the racetracks of the world in every class, from Formula One to touring cars. M5 power comes from a highly sophisticated, mostly aluminum 5-liter V8 that endows the car with very rapid acceleration and a top speed designed to be completely at home on Germany's unlimited speed autobahns. M5 owners like the subtle statement this car makes, while its dynamic front air dam, 18-inch alloy wheels, and 4 purposeful exhaust pipes make it clearly identifiable as M-Power. The cabin is as luxurious as a Fortune 500 boardroom to make the exec on the move feel at home. Burl walnut trim graces dash and console, and opulent leathers are used for seating and door panels. An optional navigation system means there's no excuse to be late for a business meeting. The M5 represents the most dynamic example of what makes BMW M the most powerful letter in the world. Although General Motors was founded in 1908, it wasn't until 1953 that Chevrolet division launched America's sports car, the legendary Corvette. The car was an instant hit, and every vet since has achieved classic status among enthusiasts the world over. The latest Corvette is the C5, the first all-new model since 1984. Although very much state-of-the-art, it remains close to the tried and true original concept, with its glass fiber bodywork and potent power plant. As with most previous models, buyers can choose either a coupe, hardtop, or a convertible. The C5 has been judged the best vet yet by auto critics and fans, and boasts sleek, sinuous lines and much improved interior design. Though it has a family resemblance to earlier models, it draws on highly advanced technology to make it right at home among the world's supercars. Great engines have always been at the heart of this car's popularity, and the new model doesn't disappoint. Under its low aerodynamic hood sits a new aluminum V8, putting out a hefty 345 horsepower. Blinding acceleration is complemented by road-hugging handling, aided by fully independent suspension with race car design origins. Like its predecessors, the C5 is more affordable than most of its supercar rivals with comparable performance, and boasts such high-tech features as run-flat tires, a heads-up display, and a pressure check system in the cockpit. Corvette fans agree that the C5 is another legend in the making. Enzo Ferrari is one of the giants of auto racing history, and his legacy continues with today's supercars proudly bearing the famed Prancing Horse badge. Ferrari's 550 Maranello, named after the small town in Italy where the fabled cars are built, returns to a front-engine layout, much like that of the classic Daytona and earlier models. It harks back to the days of such Ferrari classics as the 250 GTO and GT racers of the 50s and 60s. The 550, successor to the great Testarossa, uses one of Ferrari's superbly engineered V12 power plants, a 5.5-liter unit developing a solid 485 horsepower. The superfast GT car has been judged one of the most refined Ferraris ever built, although its silky feel can be deceptive and extremely high speeds come up very quickly indeed. The cockpit of the 550 Maranello draws heavily on Ferrari tradition with its elegant 3-spoke steering wheel, classic round instruments, and gated 6-speed gear shifter. Ferrari lovers wouldn't have it any other way. The Porsche 911 Turbo is the last and fastest of a line of thoroughbred sports cars that dates back to the original 911 of 1963. Even before that, sports car fans the world over delighted to earlier Porsches like the famed 356 Spider. Based on the 911 Carrera, the Turbo uses wider rear bodywork to accommodate rear wheels and tires of almost race car proportions. A big rear spoiler helps maintain stability at the very high speeds this car is easily capable of. The secret behind the Turbo's awesome performance is a twin-turbo 408 horsepower horizontally opposed air-cooled 6-cylinder engine of 3.6 liters displacement, mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. The most powerful Porsche ever offered uses a sophisticated all-wheel drive system to maintain traction during high-performance driving on wet or dry roads. Huge vented anti-lock disc brakes give performance comparable to purpose-built race cars. To reduce weight and enhance handling, the Turbo's 18-inch alloy wheels use hollow spokes. The Turbo suspension is so effective at high cornering speeds, it takes a race car driver to fully appreciate this amazingly capable sports car. This formidable automobile is the ultimate road-going Porsche and draws on a long history of racing successes in many arenas of the sport. Porsches have won many times at Le Mans, Daytona, and other major circuits around the world. And the German automaker continues its track record of success today. Ferrari's awesome F50 has been described as a street-legal Formula One racer, and that title isn't too far from the truth. It's based closely on the racer that won 6 F1 events in 1990. Driving the dramatically styled F50 with its reinforced carbon fiber bodywork and mid-mounted V12 is the closest you'll get to riding in a Ferrari Grand Prix car. The superbly hand-built 4.7-liter 12-cylinder uses state-of-the-art technology to develop a massive 513 horsepower. A 6-speed, close-ratio manual transmission distributes power to extremely wide rear wheels. The car is exceptionally fast, with a top speed that could only be exploited on the track. Huge ventilated disc brakes, made by the same company that supplies the Ferrari F1 team, keep all the power under control. The F50 cockpit is all business and follows Ferrari's policy of avoiding gimmickry and concentrating on driver essentials. All the controls are exactly where they should be, allowing the driver to concentrate on piloting this remarkable supercar. The Maranello automaker has built many superb sports cars since Enzo Ferrari founded the company back in the 1940s, but none have quite matched the amazing F50. Looking at the stunning Diablo SV, it's hard to believe that Lamborghini got started in Italy as a tractor manufacturer. Beginning with classics like the 1963 350 GT, progressing through the beautiful 1967 Miura, and leading up to the brash and trend-setting Countach of 1974, Lamborghini has gained a firm footing in the heady world of supercars. Older Lamborghinis are now much sought after and fetch high prices at classic car auctions the world over. Built from steel tubing, aluminum alloy, and light, strong carbon fiber, the SV uses one of Lamborghini's superb 5.7-liter V12 power plants with a stirring 529 horsepower on tap. Semi-active suspension makes for very nimble handling, and the SV's disc brakes are similar to those used on Formula One race cars. Inside the low-slung Lamborghini, driver and passenger get hip-hugging race-style seats, and the dash is trimmed in luxurious suede. Visibility is better than might be expected in such an exotic car, and the mechanical symphony from the SV's mid-mounted engine is guaranteed to delight any lover of things automotive. Like so many other Italian exotics, Lamborghinis are admired around the world, and lucky SV owners are always the center of attention wherever auto fans gather. Not many race cars dominate their first season of competition the way the Mercedes-Benz CLK-GTR did. The low-slung, stylish racer won the closely fought FIA GT Championship first time out in 1997, despite tough competition. The GTR is based on Mercedes' sleek new CLK road-going coupe, but uses a high-tech carbon fiber body and a 6-liter, 600-horsepower Mercedes V12 engine. similar to that used in the famed German automaker's flagship S-Class sedan. Perhaps it's no surprise that Mercedes was so successful with its new race car. The company has a history of competition laurels that goes all the way back to the very first Benz automobiles of the turn of the century. Mercedes dominated Grand Prix racing in the 1930s and again in the 1950s. Today, the fabled Stuttgart company still leads the way with winning engines for Formula One and kart race cars. A direct descendant of those great Mercedes racers of the past, the CLK-GTR boasts many leading-edge technological features, including carbon fiber vented disc brakes, similar to those used on Grand Prix cars. Safety is also a critical consideration, and the CLK-GTR is one of the very few race cars fitted with life-saving airbags. The McLaren F1 GTR has been a dominating force in sports car racing since 1995, when it won the great Le Mans 24-hour race first time out. No make of car had ever achieved this remarkable feat in its first year of production. Not surprisingly, the F1 GTR has been described as one of the great sports racing cars of all time. The F1 is arguably the most visually attractive of all rivals in the lofty supercar class, with its svelte carbon fiber bodywork and unusual cockpit which locates the driver centrally. McLaren is one of the most successful race car constructors ever and has won numerous championships in Grand Prix, Can-Am and sports car racing since its founding by New Zealander Bruce McLaren in 1963. After his tragic death in a race car testing accident in 1970, the firm, under Ron Dennis's vision, went on to become one of the most successful Formula One teams in history and continues dominating Formula One today. The McLaren GTR is a highly modified version of the F1 road car and is powered by a sophisticated 6.1-liter BMW V12, which propels the lightweight racer through the gears at astonishing speeds. It also boasts outstanding reliability to handle the demands of endurance racing. McLaren built 28 GTRs between 1995 and 1997, with horsepower figures ranging from 600 to 640. Suspension was upgraded to handle the demands of racing, but the basic design of the road-going F1 was the key to this car's amazing record.